Hi, I'm Nate, and welcome to Homesteader Nate. So, 2024 is over, and 2025 has began. 2025 will be the first year that we have owned this property for an entire year. Um, as you guys know, we bought it midway through 24, actually closer to the end than mid, really. But anyway, so we haven't owned the property for a full year, but now that this year will be a full year, we decided that we were going to make some goals of what we were going to do this year, try to accomplish, and uh, it'll be fun because then at the end of the year we can kind of see what we have accomplished over the course of the year, and maybe that'll help us uh, set more readily achievable goals for 26. So anyway, as you guys know, I'm gone quite a bit working over the road. I don't get to spend a whole lot of time at home, so our goals are not going to be crazy. We're not going to have some huge long list of goals because we've got to make it realistic. I've really only got a month or maybe 2 months out of the year, if I'm lucky, that I can actually spend here in between jobs working on things. I don't get every weekend or even every other weekend. In fact, I'm standing here right now on the property filming this video because we had to come back home for a funeral. So, other than that, I would have filmed this wherever we were working at the time. So, just to give you a little insight into how this all goes. But anyway, that being said, so for 2025, these are the plans that we're going to work on. So, the house behind me, this is the back of the house. You can see here we've painted some samples on the side of the house. So, Christina and I had discussed that we would like to paint the brick instead of leaving it the color that it is, and we're still completely trying to decide what exactly we're going to do, but we want to add on to the house. And so, original thoughts were back here on this corner, we were just going to add an addition out, and the house would kind of make a little L. But now we're kind of thinking maybe just bringing the entire house out another 15, maybe 20 feet, basically, as an addition to the house. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out. But so for this year, um, this seems like a very, very big goal and might not be the most attainable thing in the world, but we're going to attempt at least to finally decide on a floor plan and an idea of what we're going to do on that floor plan. Are we going to bring out the entire house? Are we only going to fix this one portion over here? Or what exactly are we going to do? And once we decide that, there's a lot that needs to be done. But the goal for the year then is to get everything prepped up and ready. So we're going to have to come through here, obviously, if we do the little L addition, and we're going to have to make a foundation and pour concrete, get blocks laid, the whole 9 yards, so we can frame that up. Or vice versa, if we do the entire house, we're going to have to do this down the whole way. Now, right here in the ground, I know you probably can't see it very well, but there's a septic tank right here. And then right here, this little chimney sticking up out of the ground right here, that's a storm cellar. Um, those things are both going to have to move. So this house has sat vacant for, I don't know, like 10 years basically. So I don't necessarily know the true health of the septic tank. So I'm not really all that upset about digging that up and starting over. But that storm cellar, on the other hand, we're going to have to move that. And I don't know. I'm sure that you probably can move it. I don't know if it'd be smarter to try and move it or to just do away with it and get a new one. I don't know. We're just going to cross that bridge when we get there. But so the plans for the year with the house that we're hoping to accomplish is to do away with this septic tank, move or do away with that storm cellar, and then decide on a floor plan how we're going to do this, and then get a foundation ready. Now, this has been extremely optimistic, but if all works well, maybe we'll even get the walls framed and the roof on. But at very minimum, get the foundation ready to go, and then next year we can frame walls and do all that. This is going to be a slow process. A storm cellar is going to be pretty important where we live, so if we can't reuse that one, we will look into getting a new one. But since we're not living here at the moment, that's not really on the high priority. But that will be later on down the road. So if we walk over here to the other side of the house, there is a fence that runs alongside the driveway that I know you guys have all saw on videos, previous videos. Here it is. This is the fence. Runs the entire length of the driveway. And over here is this nice paddock, pasture, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's probably an acre and a half right there. There's a brush pile in the middle of it. So I've got a brush pile here and on the other side in the other pasture. I would like to get rid of both of them brush piles this year, probably burn them at some point in time. And I would like to take this fence down, get rid of this fence. Someday, probably not anytime real soon, we're going to do the house first, obviously. But someday I would like to build a shop right out here in this, and maybe even have a little garden over here alongside the shop, and just kind of extend the yard, make it a little bit bigger, nicer. I don't know. We'll see exactly how that goes. But this fence, I do want to get rid of it this year. That's on the to-do list. So that being said, we get rid of the fence, do the foundation for the house, move all that stuff. I really want to work on upgrading. I don't know if I should really say upgrade. Well, yeah, upgrading. I want to try to make my content better. Not that I necessarily think that the content is all that bad, especially assuming the amount of time that I've been doing it. I think it's fairly decent for the amount of experience that I have with it, and only get better as time goes. So up until this moment right now, I have filmed everything that you guys have saw with this right here. This is just my cell phone, my normal cell phone, nothing fancy about it. It's a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, in case you guys are wondering. That's what I have filmed every piece of footage that you guys have saw, with the exception of the drone shots. Right now, what you're watching is actually being filmed by a GoPro, the Hero 12 Black. So we're upgrading, we're getting more cameras so we can see more angles. You know, like when we were doing this driveway, I wish that I would have had this GoPro, because I could have mounted it on the box blade of the tractor and you guys could have got some unique angles, saw some better shots. But anyway, we'll be able to do that later on in the future now that we're starting to get more cameras. So right now, I've got one GoPro, and by the end of the year, I hope to have at least 3 GoPros. So that way we can put them in different locations, get different vantage points of things. And also, audio is probably the most important part of a video, because you can have good video, but without good audio, what's really the point of all that? So here we are, DJI mics. They seem to work really good. They really do. I got these on sale. They're kind of pricey, but you want good audio, right? Everybody needs to be able to hear. You just got to have good audio. So we're getting better camera equipment, better audio equipment. We're learning tips and tricks on how to make the videos better, you know, different places to put cameras and everything to kind of make the viewing experience a little bit better. I know that, you know, watching back some of my videos, I've thought, man, it'd be nice if that video had this or if that video had that. And it was just not really feasible when you're just videoing with one camera, and that one camera is your phone at that. So anyway, we're going to make things better. It's just going to be all around better. So those are the goals for the year. Oh, one more that I forgot about. The pasture. So we sent off the soil analysis, and I actually just got that back recently. So we're going to be doing a video going over the soil analysis. We got that back, so I got to get a hold of somebody to come out here and spread fertilizer for us. We're going to do that in the spring. Also, I need to get my tractor here from my house. not this house, but where I'm originally from. We got to get the tractor from there, get it out here because I'm going to need to bush hog these pastures. So we've got it's kind of invasive. It's Cerosia lespedeza, I think is how you pronounce that. I'm sure that I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure you're laughing right now. But anyway, it's an invasive weed species. I don't know. Anyway, it's everywhere out here in these pastures. And we're going to try to combat that, right? Because it's really not good for your pastures. It creates some sort of chemical in the ground that kind of inhibits other good stuff from growing. And also it sucks up all the nutrients that could be going to your pasture ground. So whenever they come to spread fertilizer, we're going to probably have them either spray or mix in the fertilizer. They'll mix in a chemical to help get rid of that. And on top of that, we have to bush hog in order to help knock that down to keep it from going to seed, which will help further, you know, keep it from growing later on. So let's update this list now that we got that. We need to get the tractor, get it here so we can bush hog pastures. We need to get fertilizer spread so that way we can get that going. All right. We need to tear this fence out right over here, get that gone, get rid of the brush piles, figure out what we're doing on this house, addition wise, and start working on that. First and foremost, starting by moving this storm cellar and that septic tank. So those are the goals for the year. I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot. Oh, and making our content better, right? Getting more cameras, learning how to make things better. So I know that is not a very extensive list of things to do. And hopefully we're able to get it all done and maybe even some more. But until this is permanent home, unfortunately, that's just what it's going to be. We're going to do what we can, and that's going to be what it's going to be, you know? So anyway, I appreciate every single one of you who is tuned in to watch the videos, who has left a comment, liked, subscribed. It means a lot to me. It's kind of exciting to see the channel starting to grow. You know, it's not an overnight process, and I didn't expect it to be, but it is really cool. People, you know, starting to comment occasionally, whatnot, and saying that they're enjoying watching the videos, and that's pretty cool. I figured somebody would enjoy this, you know, and that's why we're documenting it. Anyhow, so once again, thanks for watching. If you like it, hit the like button, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. Be honest with us. Comment and tell me what you don't like about it. I'll try to change it, make it better if it's something that I can. But other than that, until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. These are the goals for 2025. Let's hope that they all come true. We'll do an update on it at the end of the year and see just how far along we really came. Y'all take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.